Hello, everyone. Here we are at lesson number 19. I am not alone in experiencing the effects of my thoughts. Now, yesterday it was about the effects of my seeing. It then goes on to say, have you noticed, everyone, that sometimes we talk about thoughts first and then seeing? Sometimes we talk about seeing first and then thoughts. And it says the reason we do that is to help you see it doesn't matter because it's actually simultaneous. The cause and effect are instantly, always exactly together. Now, someplace in the text it says from your perspective, your unhealed perspective, which would basically be all of us, the thoughts appear to come first. That's what we're taught. In actuality, they're simultaneous. And then it goes on once again to be emphasizing this I'm not alone business. You're probably not going to like this idea because it seems to carry responsibility. Like, am I responsible? Are my thoughts responsible for taking care of all those people who won't take care of themselves and all those people who won't deal with their addictions and all those people who won't read books or do whatever they're supposed to be? You mean I'm supposed to be carrying the load while they're slackers? Now, that would be an egocentric perspective. It's not the way it really is, but that's the way your ego would interpret it. It will also try to interpret this as an invasion of privacy, like I should be able to think whatever I want to think about this person or that event or this way of doing things in this country or whatever. That should be my right. Well, once again, that's from an ego, basically insane perspective. The reason I say basically insane is because we will find out that the ego itself is basically insane, so of course its perspective would be as well. Also, notice, just in your daily experience, you can manage, so to speak, the words that you use. You might even be able to somewhat manage, somewhat is the key word, manage your facial expressions or your tone of voice or your body language. There's not a thing you can do about your energy field. Whatever your state of mind is and wherever you are in your whole learning or unlearning process is right there in your energy field for everyone to pick up on energetically, and there's not a thing you can do about that. So we're constantly sharing, we're constantly not being as private as we think we are all the time anyway. Good news or bad news, that's the way it is. So it says, once again, just a few minutes and take 1 minute at a time and use this phrase or sentence, I am not alone in experiencing the effects of this thought about, and you do this with your eyes closed, so you just got that stream of consciousness of stuff about, I need to go do the laundry, and then you may start to think about whatever the political situation is, and then you might start to think about your kids, then you might start to think any number of things, whatever it is. Some you might think are important, some you might think are not important. That order, so to speak, is imposed by your ego mind and is therefore basically irrelevant. So it says, be indiscriminate. Don't you worry about the lack of importance or unimportance of these thoughts. Just notice them and keep in mind, I'm not alone in experiencing the effects of these thoughts. And then, of course, fill in the blank. You will like this one day because the lack of order in connection with the idea that I'm not alone in experiencing something means that I am also not alone in experiencing miracles. And it says that will make sense to you later on. Like we talked about yesterday, we're still putting pieces of the puzzle together. So practice, practice. As always, let this be a step in we're all in this together and we're all ultimately being helpful to one another. Bye.